Hello, stroke warriors and TBI survivors everywhere. This is Ralph with Stroke Warrior Radio again. Today we have a great interview with one of our survivor friends. We welcome Keith Crusher. How you doing,
That's
Keith?
it. Excuse me. They call me Keith. They call me Keith Rush, but the first name. Did I lose it on screen? They call me Keith Rush. You put the K and the Rush together, then it goes up Crusher.
There you
So
go, Crusher.
yeah, so whoop, there it is. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, you're a young survivor who endured multiple strokes before the age of 30. You authored Crush, ER, and the Strokes. You're an advocate for young stroke adults, stroke awareness, and highlights caregiver struggles. Um, when did you experience your first stroke, and was it AVM related or some other?
Yes, sir, it was. I had three. Excuse me. Not one, not two, but three different strokes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was they were all back to back to back to back. And I just I went to the hospital, and next thing you know, this he had a stroke, and I was like, a stroke. What? And that's for older people. I was kind of young at that time. I was 27 years old. And I was like, that's for older people and everything. I was like, a stroke. I didn't know anything about stroke or whatnot. And I had the stroke, and I first experienced it. And I didn't even know what it was. I just had a headache for a long period of time. Like I had the headache from Saturday till Tuesday of the following week.
And you didn't know any of the signs of stroke at that age, at 27.
No, heck no. I didn't know anything about this stroke. I didn't know. I knew you could get stroke, but I knew you could get stroke later on in life, like when you it's for older people, but they were saying strokes are for young people too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's weird that I think it's like 30% of new strokes are under 40 years old now.
Yeah, it was in my brain, now. It was at the bottom of my brain, which controlled everything. It controlled pretty much everything about all of my activity of my limbs, all of my function, all of everything. And the only thing now is I'm still living with it 16, 17 years later, 17 years, it'll be on September 29th. This is my stroke anniversary day.
Oh, okay. Okay. What were the initial symptoms? Was it an AVM? Was it um, or what kind of stroke did you have? Was it hemorrhagic or ischemic?
Well, it was hemorrhagic. I think that's the right terminology for it. I had a headache. Excuse me. That was the main symptoms. Excuse me. I had a headache real bad, and I don't know what happened. I just had the headache and everything, and Um, Next thing you know, I just was. It sounded like a big car. I was asleep the one night, and it sounded like a big car wreck was going on outside. And I jumped up and jumped up to run outside, and I couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I was paused, I was stopped in my tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. How long were you in the hospital?
Oh man. Let's see, I was in the hospital for 7.5 months. 4.5 months I was in ICU. So
Wow.
that for that whole time, 4.5 months, I missed out on my life. I don't know who even won the Super Bowl that year. I was just so confused about everything because at first it was like I was supposed to be in there for like a day or two. And I was telling my bosses I'd be back to work in 2 weeks. And they were like, no, you're going to be more than 2 weeks. You're going to be
Yeah.
the rest of your life, man. I got, yeah, like I didn't even know what was going on. I just know I woke up, I went to sleep. I went to sleep during the surgery. During the surgery, I had the third one, the third stroke was on the operating room table, and I had the third stroke then. And yeah, it basically, I was pretty much was out of this world for like 4.5 months. All of my family and everything, they was, still here. And I do got to say, shout out to my mother. My mom is sticking beside me every single day. Well, everybody been sticking beside me, but like she been by my side every single day. No Batman and no Robin. She the yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know the analogy I'm talking about. I know Batman with no Robin. Yeah.
What were the initial symptoms, deficits that you had?
The initial deficits were uh sort of, like I said, the headache, it was a big pound and bruising migraine. Like it was like thumping. Yeah, I could feel my blood vessels thumping. And let's see, it was slurring of the words a little bit. I was tired. Let's see, I was, one limp and everything. I was walking kind of spastic, and I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was being held down by something. I thought I
Was it
had some weights on the back of my legs or something.
one side or both sides?
When the stroke happened on my right side, it happened on my right side. So the left part of my brain, that's what happened. That's what at the brain stem, left part of my brain stem. That's
When
what
did you,
happened there.
yeah, when did you start therapies? Was it after the 4.5 months or right away?
Yeah, it was right after. I think it was pretty much right afterwards. Right after the stroke, well, I came home. Let's see, Walter. Okay, it was pretty much after the 7 months in the hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, at Emory University, I remember the doctor, Dr. James Macabero, Dr. Macabero at Emory University. It was a quick surgery that had to happen. It had to get me in there. It was an emergency surgery because I was diagnosed on that Friday, and then they put me in surgery. But they put me in surgery that Monday morning. So I went to Atlanta on Sunday night. I can
what,
I I can remember the Falcons were playing the Patriots that game.
yeah, what, tell us a little bit about your rehab and therapy journey early on.
My journey, my rehab was uh it felt like to me it felt like I was doing the same thing over and over, redundancy. uh my journey is still ongoing. I'm still in the wheelchair. I'm not able to walk. That's about the only thing. I'm not able to walk. The doctor told me that I would never walk again, but he's not God. So, whatever God says is what God gonna make it happen for me. So I'm just here, like I said, the journey is a redundancy journey, but I'd rather be here doing this every day, doing my thing, than to be 6 feet in the ground.
It's, that one of the reasons we've talked a couple times, and one of the reasons I really did want to, and I also heard your talk with Joy Tanner from Strengthen You. Your positive attitude is just amazing.
Oh
How do
yeah.
you do that?
Oh, well, you know what the thing is, you just gotta make it happen. You gotta deal with the cards that you deal with. You always, and the thing is, whatever's in front of you, you got to use what you got. And so I'll tell that to young people. I'm young myself. Even though I'm 43, I'm still young. To be honest with you, I try to tell people all the time, like, you got to deal with what you deal. You got to go with what you know. And the main thing, you keep the main thing. Yeah, make it happen. Keep moving. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't you ever stop.
I love that. I love that. How did your mother's caregiving impact your progress?
Oh man, I can say a million things about my mama. Oh man, let's see. Oh, uh, first of all, she was uh, 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 she worked at the hospital, so she was used to being around patients and everything. Oh man, I was under the most greatest greatest care on this side of heaven. That's the greatest mother on this side of heaven, I tell you. Oh man, she does a lot for me. The things that I don't see, the things that I do see, she does a lot for me. Now she's getting older in age and everything, and time is slowing down for her, and she has to. I need to be able to take care of her just like she took care of me. So it's like I'm taking care of her. We're taking care of each other now. But pretty soon it's gonna come down because she got her illnesses as well. I ain't gonna say what they are, but don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Okay, but she got her illnesses herself, and I just gonna take care of her like she took care of me. So that's the reason. I know you wanted to talk about the book and everything, but that's the reason why I wrote the book. And I do what I do every day because of my mother.
Yeah, it's quite a partnership. I mean, you've done the book, and what's the name of the book again?
It's called, well, I have two books. It's
Ah,
called, yeah, it's called Crusher and the Stroke. It's called Crush, KRUSH, semicolon, ER and the Strokes. It's a 20,088 pages of it's a great funny good go lucky. I'm not necessarily an author like these big wigs. I was just trying to put a couple bucks in my pocket, trying to line my pocket up, for her, for medical bills and stuff, because prescription for the two of us are high. And so, with her, I pretty much got that book, and I got the other book. The other book is called It's All About the Tea. The short story number 1 and 2. I chronicalized football team, a local high school football team, as we were going to the state championship. And I talked a little bit about just things and just chronicalizing the stuff. But I got both of the books. You can find them on my website too, which I just did another thing. See, I told you, Mr. Breaker, it don't stop. I did another thing. I started a nonprofit project with my website and the future, basically, for us that could be disabled, handicapped, whatever the case may be, for all of
yeah,
us in the area who live in rural areas. Here's one thing: we don't have a ride. All the time, we don't have rides for things. And I was just trying to help us out there, trying to, get us rides and everything. Get us, if we want, say for instance, like if you want to go to the zoo or something, we can do that. We can do
yeah.
this and we can do that. We can do it all. Just get us out the house.
It's just done differently, right?
Yeah, yeah. Just hey, we're just trying to get out of the house. But um let's see, the original question was about my books. The two books can be found on my website. I want to go www.iwannago.online. WANNAGO.online. It's
Wonderful.
not like I told you earlier. It's not .com. It's .online because I guess they running out the room.
Yeah, you can also get the book at Barnes and Noble, right?
Yeah, you can get the book. Is border still open? I think you can get the book there. You can get the book at Barnes and Noble. Like I said, I'm not. I'm just an amateur writer. I'm not a professional at it. I was just going writing a book, sharing my story, telling my testimony, because if God can bring you through it, if God can bring you to it, he'll bring you through it. Happy Mother's praise God. And so that's exactly what I was doing. I thank you for bringing me through that.
Publishing and sharing your story help your healing.
Say that again.
How did the publishing the book and sharing your story help your recovery?
Well, like I said, I was trying to hustle up and do something. I was trying to get some money to line my pockets. I wasn't trying to be like a millionaire or nothing. I was just trying to line my pockets up and everything. Publishing, it went pretty good. I think um for the most part, I didn't want them not to tell my story the wrong way, which I think uh, uh it could have been anything worth doing is worth doing right. And I'd rather do something for myself. I'd rather do it on my own to make sure I can do it right. So I just say not to dog them out or anything. I just wanted to do it myself. If I can do it myself, which I can.
Yeah,
I just learned how to do it. I to be on publisher. Uh, I needed a little help, and so at the time I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but it's all to the good. It's all to the good. God to make a way for you.
yeah, and I've read some excerpts from your book, and it's pretty informative. I think that
Yeah.
it tells
Uh,
people what to expect a little more than we were told.
Oh yeah, and see that's the main thing right there. When somebody say, "Oh, I had a stroke," you need to take that serious. You need to take that real serious. I didn't know, man. I swear I did not know about things that happen, with you having the stroke and everything. Like, it's like sometimes you got to throw pride right out of the door. You got to throw pride right out of the window. And you just got to, what that happened, you got to let it go and let it be. And
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta just wing it, man. And yeah, I've kind of had to wing it. Now I ain't gonna say I'm sitting here struggling or nothing. I'm doing good. I could be doing better, but thank God I'm still here. But the thing is, this ain't never happened to me like this before. And so I'm trying to make a way out of no way.
yeah. Have you heard from any readers or people that have read your book, especially young
Uh,
survivors?
uh, locally, I've heard from a lot of people. I'm well known locally. Um, Maybe any other. community stroke survivor community. No, I really, yeah, I've heard a little bit from them. I was especially trying to cater to us because I knew a lot of people were struggling and on their last dime. And I didn't want to seem like the person that come in to take all their money away. So I just was kind of like telling them like this is a book. I I was really trying to do my own thing, just trying to make a few bucks and everything. This is no self-help book. It's not really necessarily a self-help book, but you can look at it as a self-help book because
Yeah,
yeah, of my life experiences that I've been through, like you going through it for the first time, you going through it, you can find out yourself about it.
yeah, yeah. What do you want people to understand about stroke in younger adults?
Well, as we talk, people with young, we don't know. That's the main thing. We don't know. Uh, Maybe I can be a big enough hope for somebody who's out there who was young and who didn't know, but now they know because I had one and they had one, but they might be just going through their situation and I'm just here. I'm
Yeah,
here and I'm here to tell them about look, I've been through it. I'm 16 years in the game and everything. And it gets better.
yeah, it does get better. It's still different, and sometimes it's nowhere near what we did before, but it does get better.
Yeah, and I tried to be a stroke warrior. I tried my best to be. I didn't sign up for this to be honest with you, Breaker out. I didn't sign up for any of this. To be quite honest with you, it just happened. It just fell in my lap. And I believe God let me here for a purpose to show maybe some young person that you can have a stroke and you can make it through. You can survive. You can pull it out. I'm here and I made it. So be
Yeah,
it.
it is a choice to become a stroke warrior and not just a stroke survivor.
Yeah. And that's what I guess I'm here to do now. Like, I didn't sign up at first to be a stroke warrior, but now I am.
Yep, yep. You
Yeah.
should. You really are, dude. What's let me throw a couple quick questions at you,
Go
just to get
ahead.
to know you a little better. What's your favorite rehab tool or activity?
Uh, really writing. I don't just write for books or magazines or anything. I guess writing, whether it be for writing for Facebook or writing out a conversation. Sometimes a lot of people say, "Hey, man, that gets tiring, man." No, it, I kind of got a new thing for writing because what I used to do, I used to work in TV. I used to work at the CBS in Augusta, Georgia. And I used to be a cameraman. And so my passion used to be camera work, but now it's turned into writing.
Nice, nice. Tell our listeners what song or music keeps you going.
Oh man, it's a song that we sing at uh jot down the stripping you. Let me give you a little version of it. It's the stripping verse coming through with the thing you the coming through with the thing you. Hey, bro, how you doing? Good job coming through. You had to be there to see it. You had to be there to hear. It's funny because I sounded like Joy when she was doing the whole thing when she was doing the something you bit there.
Tell us one word for your recovery.
Ooh.
What best describes you since your stroke?
Uh let's see, one word. That's a good question. Oh man. It was I can't forget. I forgot the name of that
I
word.
know it's kind of a tough question.
It starts with an E. Not empathy, but uh, uh, I can give you the definition. The
Okay,
definition is when you get knocked down, you get back up.
there you go. That's the best description in the world I've ever
That's it,
heard.
I guess. Oh yeah, it starts with the E. Not empathy, but my brain is scrambled.
Yeah, I'm not getting it either, but I understand what you said.
When you
It's
get knocked
absolutely
down,
true.
you get back up.
That's
Resilience.
it.
No, it's not E. Resiliency.
Yeah,
Resiliency. When you
yeah,
get knocked down, you find a way to get back up.
that's it. What's advice to your younger self?
Oh man. First, go ahead and do it. Do what you got to do. Do it now because tomorrow's never promised. I mean, do it. I mean, I'm talking about get yourself settled, get your house, get your wife, get your car, nice car, get your family, everything. Do it.
I love that. I love that. What's one of the best messages you would give to all stroke survivors?
It gets better.
Succinct, right there. That's perfect. Right to the point. I
Yeah,
love
it
that.
gets better.
Yeah, they take away our hope in the beginning, don't they?
Yeah, it does. I mean, because you get depressed, you get all sorts of like the suicidal thoughts, you get all kind of stuff is raging through you. I had suicidal thoughts myself. I
So did
thought,
I.
yeah, when I was when it first happened to me, I met this little girl named Shakira. She was bold and everything. She came up to me and said, "Hey, all the other little kids, I wrote about it in one of the books. All the little kids would take out running. they would take out running.
Yeah.
And
What?
Shay Greer was the only one that came and spoke to me. She was the only one that came up to me and spoke and said, hey. And at that moment, I had a million pills I had to take. I had to take 25 in a day. I had a million pills I had to take. And I was sitting there looking at all those pills that was right there, wondering to myself, what would happen if I just took all these pills and just swallowed them? I wonder how soon would they pump my stomach? How soon would anything happen? And what distracted me was that little girl named
Yeah.
Shay Greer.
Yeah. My
So,
grandchildren's pictures on the wall saved my life.
oh yeah.
Yep. How do you feel now and what's on the horizon for you?
Oh man, I feel real good. Like I said, I got what's on the horizon. The main thing right now that is on the horizon is that transportation nonprofit project that I'm working on called the I Want to Go. That's just the main thing. I'm trying to get it started, get it up off the ground. And what I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need some fun. And so I'm trying to go fundraise over everything, trying to do what I can to make some money and get things going and get things started. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's that I want to go the online. I want to go the online. That's my main thing right now that I'm working on.
That's fantastic. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. Any
Yes,
final thoughts? Final thoughts for today?
I'm gonna come out there to Oregon one day. I'm gonna come out there. What you say you had to be in Oregon? I'm gonna come out there and quit shout all Kentucky crack right them Oregon Ducks. Yeah, I'm
There you
gonna
go.
come out there and see y'all.
That sounds great to me. We'll get you in the studio and record some stuff.
All right.
All right. So your website's I wanna go dot online. IWANNAGO.OUTLINE. Your book is
Wait one sec. On not outline, online. ONLINE.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I apologize. And
Okay,
then
you
you
said
have
outline.
if you look on YouTube, you've got Recovery After Stroke podcast episode 229. That's on
Okay.
Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify.
Okay, make it happen for me because I want to get donations in and I want to get this thing kicked off and ready to go. When I have a ribbon cut, I want you to come out and wreck around, but I don't know if you're willing to come cross country.
Sounds good. And then you've got From Three Strokes to Author episode on Audible, right?
Yeah, it's somewhere on there. I don't know exactly where it's at, but I know for a fact that it's on at Barnes and Noble. But if it's not there, you can always ask Google for it.
Yeah, and I see that your book, which is Crush, ER and the Strokes, Keith Crusher Rush, is available at Walmart too, right?
Yeah, it's available anywhere books are sold. And I pretty much would just like, I pretty much would go order it from my website because it's sends you directly to the link, directly to the Amazon link. Uh,
Wonderful.
it sends you straight to the link. If you order it from my website,
And it helps your nonprofit ordering, right?
I think it does. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that the numbers get boosted up that way.
Well, Keith, I want to thank you for today. I mean, I love your attitude. It's always so damn good, so damn happy. I mean, it
Yeah.
just amazes me.
Hey man, ain't nothing to it but to do it, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yep, yep. Everybody, if you're moved by Keith's journey at all, please consider donating to his GoFundMe account as well. Watch his YouTube story, follow him on Facebook, which is Keith Crusher Rush, and
Yeah,
listen to his podcast on recoveries after stroke, Audible, Spotify, Apple, and Libsyn, and
yeah,
watch his YouTube story.
yeah, you can find me anywhere saying like all those accolades got me sounding real good, Rick Val. You the man, you the man, Rick Val. You got me sounding real good. What all them accolades there?
Sounds good, Keith. I really appreciate your time
Uh,
today. You have a great week.
all right, man, hold it down. Over and out.
Over and out. Bye, man.
Bye bye.